Well, good morning. Happy Father's Day 2023. We're here at the Homestead. It's going to run through a little, give you an update. It's we're not going to be outside doing a whole lot today. We're in a heat advisory warning today, but I want to give you an update of what we've been working on, some things we've been doing. I've been posting a few little shorts videos, just show some of the progress, but we've been so busy, just haven't had the cameras out. So, you know, we've just been wanting to knock things out and get it done in between storms, you know, weather, rain, heat, all that stuff. So we're going to start off over here in the shop, what we've been doing there. So let's just look up here. So in one of those shorts videos, we were pouring these concrete footers, pads for the poles. So there's 4 of those here. And now you can see what we did. We welded the poles in. We welded trusses, I guess what you call those, yeah. And then of course the purlins are up there. So this is like a 50 by 20, yeah, 50 foot this way, 20 this way, overhang coming off the shop. And we got the metal roofing over there, the sheeting over there to put up here. But I got a few more things I want to get done first before I do that. But this is where we're going to be able to park our cars at and stuff. I eventually want to close in this last 20 by 20 section into a garage and have it fully enclosed in as a garage. So for cars, that's why I got a person door over there. I have another one over here in this front. But as you look here, I mean, this just makes this building look huge. We're going to have the same thing on the other side, by the way, for tractor equipment, stuff like that, implements, cattle trailer, stuff like that. But so we did this, and it was very, very hot when we did it. It was pretty rough. I should have took. I think we might have a little short video of that somewhere. I need to ask my wife. I know she took one, and where we were using the tractor with the pallet fork on it, lifting the welder up, and then I was using a ladder to get up to it, and then get up there and weld. And we also used the scaffolding we got over here too to get up there. So that's one thing we've been doing. What I got to do to get it to where I can get the sheeting up there is over here on these edges here. You can see there's a little bit of overhang. I need to go ahead and cut that. So I got it there, 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 and there. And then of course do the other part on the original part of the building. So once we get that done, we'll get the sheeting up. So I'm going to try to get that done sometime this week. Probably late afternoons. I can get to it. I mean, the only time to work outside right now with the heat is early in the morning. It's like, I don't know if it's even 8 a.m. yet, and it's already pretty warm out. It's 8:05, and it's hot. It's hot already. So it's very humid right now with all this rain we've had recently, which, gosh, we needed that bad here. I mean, we missed a bunch of the storms that were all around us, so we weren't getting the rain that everybody else was getting around us. But we finally got it. And so I'm going to show you my next update, which is the sorghum Sudan fields, and what that's looking like now. So man, that rain, you know, finally got that fertilizer pushed down real good, and just it's taking off now finally. So we planted this on May the 2nd. I think there's a video out there on that. Yeah, there's a video already on that where I was using the grain drill and the Mahindra tractor to plant. And we'll walk out here. So it's hard to breathe. It's so humid. I mean, it's like breathing into water right now. So out here, the edge is not that good, of course. It just was hard ground. I went ahead and planted through it anyway. But as you can see, I mean, we got a lot of sorghum Sudan up this year. So much better last year. The leaf is so much better on this variety than what we had last year. And but I think a lot of it's because of fertilizer. A lot of it's because we were getting moisture this year. You see a few little weeds out there. You see a little bit of Johnson grass too, and a loud bird up there on the pole. But anyway, so this is doing real good. So we planted May the 2nd. We're June 18th, Father's Day right now. So I'm thinking, you know, first week of July, this thing should be 6 foot tall. The way it's going, it's growing like crazy every day right now. We did fertilize after we planted, and after it was already up a little bit, so we got some tire tracks out there. But I think it grew back in already since the rain came in. It finally got it growing. You can see some yellow areas. That's where some water was standing. So we had some water standing in there and maybe missed some of the fertilizer too, but I think it's mainly water standing in the ground. So that's what's causing that. So next year, what I want to do, let me turn this way so the sun's not in y'all's eyes. What I want to do next year is, I should have done it this year. I didn't get time. I ran out of time, of course, as always. I want to put the fertilizer in a couple weeks ahead of time, then plant. Well, fertilizer, spray for weeds, and then plants. I do got some weeds out here. But the Sorghum Sudan I got here, this mega green variety, has overtaken that and has really, really flourished. I mean, you can see all the way up over there too. It's coming up. It's just growing like crazy. So we'll be having a lot more updates on this as we go forward too, because this stuff looks like it's going to really produce a lot of tonnage for us. Like I said, this edge is not that great because it was hard ground here. That I don't even think I dissed this. I think I just ran through it when I started off planting. But over there you can see where the ground was worked, what it looks like. And I said it's growing very well. And it's like this everywhere out here where we planted. So that's update number 2. So let's get down here to the barn. We got a few things going on in here. I've seen some shorts videos I've been posting out there. We got a new livestock guardian dog. His name is Solo, after Han Solo of Star Wars. And so we'll get to him in a minute, but first thing I'm going to do is show you what I've done for the sheep over here, and I'm going to make some more of these. I actually got some electric netting I'm going to get to make more temporary pens. But the grass was, we had like a whole month or more than a month of dry weather, and so the pens got pretty dry. There's no grass in them. So I did yesterday morning. I got up in the heat. It was really bad yesterday morning. The humidity was just terrible. I made this little pen right here. It's using leftover cattle panels and T-posts. I know it's a 16 by 35 or so, 40 maybe. Then I opened up right there, let them in here, and they're eating it down pretty good. This is a mixture of Bermuda, native grasses, and sunflowers. Eating the leaves off that stuff, the wild sunflower stuff. But man, they look good. The babies look good, and so they're doing really good here. So they like it. But we're gonna get some electric netting, and we're gonna actually fence around all this with it, and be able to get them in here and just let them eat, because I don't want to feed too much grain. I want to, let this be as natural as possible. And but you can see where they've eaten it down. So hopefully, I'm going to make another one here pretty soon. I'm out of these cattle panels, so I need to get that electric field fence in, so I can do this a little bit different, make them a lot bigger, and do some sections on them and stuff. Do some rotational stuff. But anyway, so that's another update. Like I said, we got plenty of grass out here everywhere from when it was raining earlier in the year, when it rained for like 3 weeks straight when I was trying to work on the shop. And then it stopped, and it was just like extremely hot because all the humidity in the air. And I got this area over here. This Johnson grass just takes over so fast. I need to chop it down and probably hand feed it. But I'm gonna try to bring that electric wood fence off of here and go around the disc and around that pile and then back down there somewhere. So I'm gonna buy a couple of sections of that. So that way they can get here and they can eat all this down. I don't have to worry about mowing it no more. And they need it, so that's good. So in the barn, let's see if we can find some of these. We got our old hens, of course, over here still. There's some of those Rhode Island Reds. We got 10 of those we bought as day-old chicks. And they're looking good. They're growing still, so that's good. We got where the sheep can come in here, get out of the sun. I need to get here and dig this out real good, clean it up. Got cold water here for them all the time, so they're good with that. Like I said, I like those Rhode Island Reds. They're going to be producing eggs here, I don't know, another month or so. And there's some more in there eating. I got an egg over there. I gotta get some new bigger egg boxes going here pretty soon. And we got our livestock guardian dog here, and his name is Solo. Like I said, Han Solo. Like I said before, I'm keeping him pinned up right now because he can still squeeze through these holes here. And I don't want to keep them at the house. I want them staying down here. Got a fan running on him, by the way. That's hot. But let me go ahead and let him out. I let him out, let him play a little bit. So he wants to play on me a lot of times too. He wants attention, but I'm trying not to give him too much because I want to keep him, I need him to act like he's a sheep and not a dog all the time. So, but anyway, like I said, we did get some rain. We got like 3 days of rain, which has really turned it around here. We got real dry. We still got mud out here and everything, so that's good. That means we got moisture in the ground. I'm gonna open this up too. Sheep like going back here still, even though it's not as much grass. There is a little section of grass I opened up over there for them. Another area I can put in that electric fence for them. I gotta be careful. I got yellow jackets up here in this pole. I can open up that one side along there, put electric fence up, keep them out of the Sudan, but let them eat all that dry grass down. So let's get this open. That one's headbutting Solo, he don't care. Like I said, he's lived with sheep and stuff where he came from. We got him up in Missouri, by the way. I think it's Crazy Roots Farm is where it's at, up in just north of Branson. I think the little town's called Chestnut Ridge, Missouri, where we got him from. He is not he's like 1/8 Great Pyrenees, 1/8 something else. The one starts with an A, I can't remember what it is. Anatole, Aniskin, whatever it is. And the majority of him, I think 3/4 is maremma, something like that. Was a really good guard dog, livestock guard dog, really intelligent. So and his dog's pretty smart, trust me. So anyway, so that's another update right there, right? We got him going. Man, he's growing already. Check his collar, make sure it's not too tight. It's not. He looks good. Don't want to give him too much attention from what I've been told. You really just want to, you know, once he gets big enough where he can't squeeze through the fence, he'll be out here loose with the sheep all the time. He'll become another sheep. So that's the hope. That way he's down here with them and guarding them. But so he's just a pup. So he got a way to go. He got a lot of training, a lot of work to do. But anyway, so that's the update so far. Oh, we got baby chicks. Let me go show you that. We did get more baby chicks. And they're the silver lace gold Wyandottes, is what they are. Hey, get him some water here too. I think he spilled his water last night. No, he didn't spill it, but I think he's out. It's hot. And they get a bigger water deal, and then they get a different food deal, like what he needs to be raised on going forward. That way when he's out in the field with them, I'm gonna make this little feeder that Greg, Judy, and all of them are using. Works really good for them. Oh, what I'm looking for. Oh, baby chicks. Yeah. So here we go. Let's check these out. So they're doing good. Let me flush the water out. Probably have to get them some fresh water. We'll get some fresh water for them. Get some more feed. But I love this little hot plate thing. Keeps them warm when it's too cool at night, but in the daytime they can get out. They don't stay underneath it. So those heat lamps, they always sit up here and they just heat the whole place up. So that's not good. But anyway, they're growing good. We're doing real good with them. These are the chickens we're going to actually raise, and I'm going to build a chicken tractor type laying hen deal up by the house, and they're going to go up there by the house so they can go out during the daytime and go back inside, stuff like that. But these are going to be up by the house. They're a real pretty chicken. Oh, we got Alaska down here. What are you doing down here? You're not supposed to be in the barn. She's like confused. She goes, oh my gosh, what's going on down here? Let me chase her back out. Let me close this gate. Alaska she's a house dog. One of the house dogs. But anyway, where was that? Oh yeah. So they're gonna live up there by the house so they can eat all the bugs around the house and stuff. We'll have egg laying boxes up there for them too. But here's, like I said, here's those Rhode Island Reds. I mean, they're doing real good. So really happy with how they're performing. So I gotta get, let me get these baby chicks taken care of. I get Solo taken care of. and go back inside. It's already getting pretty darn warm out here. I'm not drenched yet, but it's coming. I can feel it. The cows are not up here at all, hardly right now, and during the daytime at all. They're hanging down in the trees. There's plenty of grass down there for them to eat and stuff. We got a lot of work to get done down there this year too, spraying trees and getting the trees out, because it overgrew on us again. So we got to stop that. I got to do it like I did this front, spray it, clear it, then start running my chisel plow through to pull all the roots up and stack those things up and burn them. So we got some work to do there still. There's another update from Father's Day. We already picked off our plums off our plum trees. We had this one really produce. We had a couple of freezes that hit them. Of course, those are all young plum trees over there. We got 4 of them that are pretty young. But man, look at this pear tree. It's got a lot of pears on it. There's quite a bit in there. So we're expecting a good pear crop this year. It actually flowered after the last frost we had. We had several of them in the spring, late spring, that hit us. But it's got a lot of pears on it, so we're expecting to eat pears, which I like pears. They're pretty good. I love them. I think this one was one we planted 2 years ago. It's growing real good. It actually has a pear hidden in it somewhere. I always forget where it's at. But there is one in there, unless it fell. But I don't see it, so it's still there somewhere. And of course, that's a pear tree. And this pear tree over here didn't I think it's got 1 pear on it. So get back up over here. And this pear tree over here, it's got 1 pear on it. Oh yeah, it's a pretty big size one actually. So it only has 1. It got hit by the freeze also, and dropped. I mean, it dropped leaves, everything when it got hit. But you can see that 1 good sized pear right there. That's it. That's all that's on this tree. We got our Granny Smith apple tree here. Has 2 apples on it. So if they'll grow and mature, that'll be our first apples. These trees are not very old. But so anyway, pears are definitely going to hit this year. We had 2 peaches off this little peach tree, and they were very good, by the way. I need to get this winter. I'm going to order some more peach trees, and I'm going to put them over here in this area. I got to clean all this mesquite wood up. Might cook with some of it later today, by the way. And there's another pear tree. This is more of a traditional style pear. I can't remember what the name of it is. We'll see if it does good here or not. We're trying it. But the main thing I wanted to bring over here for is to show you the rest of the sorghum Sudan up here on the hill. So, I mean, this stuff is growing. And listen, the wind is blowing. I love that sound. The sound of grass blowing in the wind. It looks like an ocean out there. Look at that. All the way down there. I mean, my gosh, this stand took in good this year. Sorry, I had to scratch my thumb there. I gotta pull this devil claw up before I get out of here. But you can see up here, look at that, all the way down there. I was gonna plant corn down in that bottom, but as it got so late, I decided not to plant it this year. I was waiting to do it next year. There's some Johnson grass in here too, and there's some right over there in the middle. That's about it. You know, off and on, you see some Johnson grass sticking up. There's some sorghum from last year still in here too, and some Johnson grass over there. But that's an awesome sound. Almost can't see the bees up there on the hill anymore because it's growing so good. So yeah, I'm thinking first week of July we should get a cutting, and if we get some moisture after that, we'll keep getting it. So you know, hopefully we can get 3 cuttings, maybe 4. Like I said, I planted a little bit late this year. But yeah, looking good. Now what I like about this variety is the leaf. Oh my gosh, look at the leaf on there. It has got just really good leaves, and they're not done growing. I mean, those things will get 4 feet long, I think, the way they look right now. But it's definitely stacked in here very, very good. Like I said, it goes down that way. It goes up the hill, then back behind Alex's house, and up there on that part also. Then you can see our other part over there in the front, which we showed earlier. So, yep, looking good. But you can see the Johnson grass every now and then out there, little seed heads sticking up. You know, Johnson grass makes a good hay too, but nothing like this sorghum Sudan. I mean, if you look at the Johnson grass plant right here, there's hardly any leaf on it, and it's short leaf. It's not wide, thick leaves. So, you know, that, you know, yeah, it can produce some hay. I did a 10-acre field over here a couple years ago, and I did 77 bales on it. And that was impressive. But if this sorghum continues growing, sorghum Sudan continues growing, I should get a lot. I think I got 15 acres planted this year is what I planted on here. And so if that'll grow like that did over there, which I think it will, it looks like it's going to, then, you know, we should far exceed that. If we can get, you know, over there, that average, what, over 7.7 bales an acre, if we can average that over here, oh wow, we'll be in business here. We'll be sitting at what, 71, 115, 120 range, somewhere around in there for one cutting on the round bales. And then we can come back with square baler later in the year and do it again. But you can see it. It's gonna produce good hay. I won't know until I start belling what it's gonna do per acre. I mean, it's very deceiving sometimes. It all depends on your density. And of course the leaf growth, all that really matters, but it's got that dark green color to it now, which tells me it's got nutrients, it's got the water it needs. And we got some weeds in here. There's some horse mint in here also, but the bees are chewing on that. I'm gonna pull this devil's claw plant up out here also, as I hate those things. Man, they get in there and they'll spread in your place like crazy through your hay and stuff. That's how we brought it in here. It came in through hay I bought one time. And we fed it over here, we fed it on the other side, and it's just hard to get rid of. The only way I know of getting rid of it is, well, spraying will help, but really just pulling it up. But I said, we do got weeds on the edges. I see some snow on the prairie starting to come up, so I need to go pull honey. I'm not gonna do it today, it's already hot. The wind's blowing though, feels good with the wind, but man, it's fixing to get brutally hot as that great ball of fire continues coming up, all right? So when that thing comes on up, where are you at? It's over there somewhere. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hot. But yeah, so I just want to show you this, the back side of this field, what it looks like. Like I said, I need to clear that top off up there, so next year I can plant it also. There's about 1/4 of an acre up there I'm not getting to plant. I got some other areas I need to take down that big mesquite down there. That'll give me, you know, a little bit more land to do. The bottom is just too hard to do. I probably won't do it again. I'll probably, you know, if it's dry, I'll run a drill through it, but I'm not going to disc it and plow it no more. It's just a waste of time. I'm losing soil by doing that. But yeah, so we got some work to do, man, but we got some hay coming in, so that's good. Anyway, when we get back out here and start working again, we'll start making videos now. And like I said, we've just been so busy trying to get stuff done, we really didn't set the cameras up. My fault, sorry. But we got a lot of work to do still. So we got a lot of work to do. Anyway, we'll catch y'all later.